Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is MRC Core. Today I'm back with some Pokemon Showdown. Now I've built a marvelous team. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. It goes a long way in supporting me. And you can also check out the other content that I make in the description below. But also, leave a comment below. What is your favorite Magic Bounce user and why? I would love to know. But I have a team for you guys. It's Metronome Hatterene. Originally, this was going to be Keyberry. I've changed this around as well a few times because it's supposed to be a really good set against stall teams, but I haven't run into much stall. I've actually been running into a lot of rain teams, and the first iteration of this team didn't work, but I ended up tossing Metronome on this, and it's been working ever since. Now this set for Hatterene outspeeds both Clefable and Uninvested Pelipper, so you can get a surprise kill on Pelipper kind of late game with that massive special attack stat. It's actually pretty cool. And it outspeeds Corviknight, so you can Mystic Fire before Roost stalls you, like if it happens to be low. Also, you can Calm Mind onto then Mystical Fire and just start breaking it. But yes, very interesting set indeed. But we have next up is Leftovers Ferrothorn. So it's the standard Ferrothorn, it's just Gyro Ball over knockoff. Now I have Landorus with Earth Power over Earthquake. This is not only to get around grassy terrain, but also to hit certain threats on the special side rather than the physical side, just a little harder, such as Bulk Up Zeraora. We just don't hit the physical defense, we hit that special defense. Same thing with Kartana, we hit its special defense where it's weaker, so it actually helps out a lot. We have a Jack Button Toxapex. Now you'll notice that this Toxapex does not have Recover. There's a reason for that, and the reason is called I had a brain fart when I made this set and didn't put Recover on it. However, I haven't needed Recover in the test battles that I've done with this Toxapex. It's just kind of worked. So I'm definitely happy to use this. Next up I have a Toy Specs Regieleki. This is mostly supposed to be a rapid spinner, but late game it can act as a sweeper, and it is a very good speed control, having that massive speed stat that we all know and love. And of course, my signature Heavy Duty Boots Dragon Dance Dragonite with the bolt here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into some battles. Now, I'm really excited about this team because I've always wanted to use like an offensive head. See, I've been running into rain teams all day today. It's crazy. Now, my most exciting thing that I see here is no ground type, which means I will be Volt Switch, Volt Switch, Volt Switch. Every time I can bring this Regieleki in, I will be Volt Switching. Every single time. It's a Jack Button Ferrothorn. Who are you bringing out? Barraskewda? That's cute. I'm gonna go into Toxapex and not care. Oh, you thought you were flip turning? Psych! I'm doing it to you! And, here I actually want to Leech Seed in case they want to go Blastoise, because that will seed it and make it a little easier to deal with. Same with Zapdos, it'll put Zapdos on that, which will help out a little bit. I actually want Spikes Up. Blastoise does want to come out, which is fine. So we're going to seed it and then into Body Press, because that should do the most damage. It was Water Spout with a Life Orb, and it didn't kill me, and that was in the rain. I don't mind the Rain Dish because now it's been weakened quite a bit. It had Hyper Beam. It had Hyper Beam. Why did it have Hyper Beam? That was the strangest set I've seen on a Blastoise in my entire life. Now, to my opponent's commitment to that, it did almost knock out Toxapex because I wasn't expecting that, but whatever. This is pretty simple. I'm honestly just going to go hard into Hatterene. They Body Press, doing absolutely nothing, and I'm just going to Calm Mind here. I doubt they're going to want to stay in. They should know these run Mystic Fire. I want to get a Calm Mind off so Zapdos doesn't hit me as hard. Barraskewda should not be able to knock me out in one hit outside of the rain. I only worry about Hatterene because the HP stat is not great. But the special attack stat's so massive that I just kind of want to try using it. And like I said, it's a really good set against Stall because, you know, it bounces back Toxic, it bounces back Thunder Wave, all this other stuff. Pelipper ends up coming in. I don't mind, I'm just going to Draining Kiss that. My goodness, do you see how much damage that Pelipper took? Barrascuda wants to come out, which this is perfectly fine, but it's going to go into Pex. They flip turn out. They can take more damage coming in later. That's fine. Zapdos does come out, which is, again, this is fine. I'm going to go to Landorus. And then I'm going to swap back into Pex. I don't think they're going to want to Thunder. They'll just Hurricane again, maybe. No, I did bait the Weather Ball, which is great. We're stalling out the rain turns. Back into Landorus we go. This time I'm just going to rock up. I'm also confused, so yeah, there's no reason not to. Regieleki is going to come in, and I'm going to drop the meanest Thunderbolt to get rid of Zapdos. Threat eliminated. Pelipper comes in, and this will be the last time that you get rain. Ferrothorn is 2-hit KO'd. This is the power of Regieleki, by the way. I think Regieleki is borderline broken, and it's not because, like, let me choose my words carefully here. It's not for the reason you think, right? Ooh, and the Psychic Fang, you know that's gotta hurt. Yeah, and then we just Leech Seed here. Yeah, this is GG. I didn't know they would have Psychic Fangs. But the reason that I think Regieleki is borderline broken is because you literally have to have a ground type. Like, if you don't have a ground type, you don't actually have a Regieleki answer. You saw what happened to the Ferrothorn. Thunderbolt was doing so much damage to it. Like, I know it's only 27%, that doesn't seem like a lot, but switching into that on top of hazards, that does a lot more damage than you'd think, because 25% plus another 12, that's 37. So if you're coming hard into that multiple times, that can be a problem. So really, you have to have a very, very bulky resist like Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn obviously works, but it doesn't like taking that hit because there's just so much damage coming all at once. And like I said, 27, it's 25 to 27. Actually, it could have been more than that. Let me actually count how much it does to Ferrothorn real quick. Because I've always been under the impression Regieleki is semi-broken. And it's the same issue that we had when Spectriera was in the meta, in my opinion. It's not to as much of an extent because obviously Landorus is on, 80 billion% of teams. And you also have, other stuff like Garchomp getting a lot of attention. You have Zeraora here and there, which is immune. Sometimes you'll see Hippo, sometimes you'll see Excadrill. And just whatever ground type people happen to be using. Usually it's Landorus or Garchomp. Yeah, but Regieleki, Monotype Wallbreaker, Choice Specs to a Ferrothorn. Yeah, physically defensive Ferrothorn. So that wasn't even, that Ferrothorn had Spadef on it, because to Fizdef Ferrothorn, which is the most common set, Thunderbolt's doing 34 to 40 on Ferrothorn. So you think about that, you add spikes to that, and suddenly there's a chance, like, you don't switch into that more than once. If you have spikes and rocks up, now it's still a 3-hit KO, but it's a guaranteed 3-hit KO. That's the difference, and it doesn't beat you back. So it becomes like a whole thing. Like, I honestly do think Regieleki in its own way is broken. The same way that Spectrier was so good is because it forced people to run dark and normal types. What Regieleki does is it forces you to run a grass type and or a ground type. Or an electric type that's bulky enough to take the hit. Obviously not Zapdos, something more like Tapu Koko, which... Let me calc that on Tapu Koko, because that gives you electric terrain. I don't know about that. No, it's not. That Thunderbolt does 80% minimum to Tapu Koko. Oh, that's not a counter. Yikes. See, this team has a Garchomp. But remove the Garchomp real quick, right? I see 5 Pokemon that get straight up OHKO'd by Regieleki. Like, that's literally what I'm looking at. Regieleki just comes in and spams Thunderbolt Volt Switch after Garchomp leaves. So, there's a lot of merit, honestly, I think, in Regieleki. I will Volt Switch here. Like, I want you to prove that you will go Garchomp. Like, this is the thing. Opponents need to prove that they will go to their ground type. Now, like, Regieleki causes 50-50s when you only have one ground type on your team. Yeah, exactly. So you're proving that you're going to go Garchomp. I'm going to make you prove you will go Garchomp every single time. As Scizor comes in. Yikers. Honestly, this is fun. I'm just going to go into Pex, see what they want to do. They want to do that. I want to Scald. Yeah, because I have Eject button, which will transport me into Landorus. We will U-turn out. Pop their balloon. I don't live that, because that is super max offense. I'm gonna D-Dance up. Why are you Will-O-Wisp? Why are you Will-O-Wisp, Heatran? Well, I think I have to go for Earthquake here. Good play. I'm faster than this, fortunately, so I can get some health back. Now, this Dragonite is still a threat to their team. It's not a big threat anymore, but it's still a threat. Yeah, Air Balloon to Heatran is such a problem, in my honest opinion. That was a good bait. I really thought they would Bullet Punch there, but they're very clearly not offensive Scizor. Yeah, so I've misplayed and lost to Landorus, but I'm not out yet. I'm just gonna have to play very carefully. Like I said, if they don't have a Garchomp on this team, Regieleki just runs through it. But like I said, I'm going to make them prove every time that they will go to Garchomp, because their team can start falling apart easily. And by every time, that means, like, now I'm going to start making doubles on that Garchomp, because I know it's the thing that has to come out. Alright, we're just going to Roost here. Alright, you Swords Dance again, which is not good. If you're Superpower, I think you win. I don't know why they Swords Dance that many times. Alright, they just can't Roost here. Bullet Punch does knock me out. Yeah, that's GG. I'm just gonna get out of there. It's because I misplayed. I misplayed my Landorus, really. I think that was the big thing there. That was, again, when it comes to Air Balloon Heatran, it's just so good. Also, Will-O-Wisp. It is really the fact that it was Will-O-Wisp Heatran. I wasn't expecting that. Like, normally when I think Air Balloon, I think not status inflicting. But that also might be just, I haven't been in this higher part of the ladder enough to know what some people are running. But also, I think, as I've seen a lot of those LT, BB, whatever account names, and I think that's because there's a tournament going on, like a ladder tournament, and that's the worst time to be on this ladder, so yay me. Now, I'm looking at a team that has 0 ground types. I'm looking at a team that doesn't like switch, like, yeah, I knew you were gonna knock off. I want to double back into Regieleki. I don't think you stay in. Exactly. Blissey comes in. Look at that. Even Blissey does not like taking that. That's 23% on a Blissey. That's barely boosted. That's just a regular old choice specs. I actually go into Hatterene here, and I'm gonna Calm Mind up as they teleport out. The only thing that can really hurt this is Rillaboom. Dragonite's actually the main thing keeping me from losing to Rillaboom and Kartana, stuff like that. I mean, obviously I have Pex, Ferrothorn, but they're not enough. They're not enough. I'll say that right now. They are not enough. They can help, but they are not enough. I have the old standard core, Pharaoh, Lando, Pex, which is just a really solid core. Now this does come out, we always go Dragonite, good U-turn. Now honestly, I feel like that Hatterene was such a threat that you don't make that play, like ever. Like, I think that's honestly a bad play. Alright, this comes in. I'm honestly just going to go into Ferrothorn. They do miss the Focus Blast, unfortunately. I'm going to go to Hatterene now, because that quad resists it. And if they don't double into Rillaboom, yeah, they end up not doing that. What I want to do here is I just want a raw Draining Kiss, because, yeah, Rillaboom will come out. That does a lot of damage, in all honesty. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn this time, so they take a little chip on that U-turn. Yeah, and suddenly you look at Rillaboom, it's not really a great switch in anymore to the stuff. Yeah, Lele ends up coming out. I'm actually going to stay in a Gyro Ball, as they unfortunately missed their Focus Blast. There's not much you can do about that. That's the one. If Lele lands its Focus Blast, it's a broken Pokemon. If it misses its Focus Blast, it's whatever. I mean, to be fair, I would have maybe tried to double there. Maybe into Blissey or Slowbro. Oh, I got the thumbnail text. I can't. I'm not the one who programmed the game. It happens to all of us. I'm not the one that decided I was going to run moves that miss on my Pokemon, even though I would run the exact same move as you. I mean, a guy like me, we land those Focus Blasts. Alright, Dragapult ends up coming out. I'm going to go into Pex. As the D-Dance is up, I want to Haze. I live this. So, unfortunately, that does activate this. It outspeeds my entire team. But, yeah, Clear Body. I think I live this, so I need to land this Toxic because it's Life Orb. That's the one disadvantage of Haze Packs. Are you Helmet? You are not good. What I'm actually going to do here is go into Pharaoh. I don't mind getting burnt. Just going to set up Spikes. Spikes is going to help out quite a bit. Alright, Corviknight wants to come out, which is fine. I'm going to go Hatterene. And I'm very simply going to Mystic Fire here. That does half to Corviknight. Rillaboom comes out. I'm going to go back into... Well, I can't go to Pharaoh because it got burnt, so I can't Gyro Ball on the Dragapult. I do want to keep Hatterene around because it's important. I think honestly go into Dragonite. I'm forced to Ice Punch here because if they set up, yeah, I'm forced to do that because I can't let them set up. But I do get to go Hatterene. Now we'll Draining Kiss. Alright, they want a Phantom Force. We just go into Ferrothorn. And hop out into Pex on the Fire Blast. And I will those Toxic here. Alright, now this is on a timer, which is great. I'm actually going to go into Hatterene. And back into Ferrothorn. And Dragapult's gone. This is looking good. It's not great because Rillaboom is still a problem. And Ferrothorn is on its last life. I'm going to Leech Seed here in case they roost. Okay, they do not. But I do have the Regieleki, which will start Volt switching now. They might, they go Blissey. I just need Pex to be healthy. Alright, I'm gonna calm mine once as they recover. They actually end up teleporting, which is fine. I'm going to Draining Kiss as they U-turn out. This will probably give me all my health back. Oh yeah. I have to go Lander. Okay, they're U-turning. I don't know why you're not Grassy Gliding. Like, Grassy Glide is clearly the play. I want rocks up. I want you to start taking damage. I don't mind that Corvi comes in. This is always a free Volt switch. I'm gonna Psyshock here. But I don't understand why they're not... Alright, so they just give me the Blissey. Alright, we go Landorus. We go Pex. I basically have to do this, right? Actually, I U-turn out. Yeah, I U-turn out. Because that gets quite a bit of damage on the Rillaboom there. And this is actually really good for me because I can Volt Switch again. I don't think Grassy Glide kills me at -1. They end up sacking that, which is excellent for me. We go to Pex. As Rillaboom comes out. I actually want to go into Landorus as a high horsepower, which is a misplay. I want rocks up. Will U-turn out into Hatterene. That does not phase me. I simply go for Draining Kiss. They teleport out. Rillaboom comes out. Landorus. The Grassy Glide. That does not kill me. Rillaboom's gone, and that's GG. Yeah, that was a misplay. They should have always gone Slowbro there. Oh, no, actually horrible game. What was horrible? What was horrible? You missing Focus Blast? Here, give me my health back. I have a Regieleki. I'm gonna be so disrespectful. I'm gonna Volt Switch out the game. This guy is so salty. It's like, it's the move that can miss, and it's notoriously known to miss, right? Like, it's the game we play. Like, it's the game we play. Also, I'm not the person that was running a team without a ground type that just let Regieleki walk over it. So, yeah. Good game, buddy. You know, some people just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't have the brain to really do the right things. Some people don't have the brain to really comprehend, oh, I need a ground type on my team so Regieleki doesn't sweep me. See, this guy's got a Tapu Bulu and a Landorus. You remove those two things, Regieleki 6-0s this team. But that's never the case. I actually... I'll lead Dragonite as they end up leading Bulu. This can't really touch me, so I'm just going to raw Ice Punch. The reason I wanted to lead this is because I wanted to see if they would lead Heatran, this. They actually let me get a big hit off on Bulu. Oh, I know this set. I know this Leech Seed set. This is my shtick. I'm gonna go to Pharaoh and double out. Okay. I'm going to put a layer of spikes up now. They're probably gonna go to Heatran. They end up going to Zapdos instead, so this is 100% Heat Wave Zapdos. I'm just gonna go into Pex. As they defog. I want Toxic off on this. Oh wait, I'm eject button. They heat wave anyway, so we do get our eject button into Regieleki. And I'm going to double out. I'll just go into Hatterene. I'm doubling in Hatterene. I don't think he... Alright, they are Volt Switch. Usually don't see Volt Switch on these. They go Weavile, which is fine. I just go hard into Pex. I have Haze for Swords Dance. And they are Banded Beat Up. So I want to knock this off. 100% I need to knock this off. I knock off the Choice Band, it becomes a lot less of a problem. Now we do end up getting rid of that Choice Band, which is huge. I'm going to go into Ferrothorn now. Yeah, that Choice Band being gone is going to do a lot. Yeah, full body. Actually, I'm going to Gyro Ball here. Because they might go into Tapu Bulu. They end up going to Zapdos, which is completely fine. What I want to do here is just go into Regieleki as they Volt Switch. They're going to bring out Landorus now, right? Alright, I will Volt Switch on this and do more than you think I'm going to do. Now, if they just did that for the Leftovers recovery, cool. They did not. That crit also really hurts them. Yeah, no, you're not actually getting that Leech Seed off. I'm going to do a Leech Seed of my own, because I don't think you stay in knowing I have Gyro Ball. You instead hit me, hurt yourself. Okay. Alright. I want a Toxic here into what I'm expecting to be Lando or Zapdos. I don't mind Toxicing this either. We end up getting it off on Slowbro, which is big. I'm just going to U-turn out. We'll find out if this is Helmet or Boots. It is Boots, more than likely. We'll go to Ferrothorn. Get... Oh, we Leftovers knocked off by Weavile, that's right. Hatterene ends up coming out. Don't. I have Dragonite. The Eruption. I am faster. And I will Earthquake here because I have to. Yeah. That might be specs based on that damage. I just want to Ice Punch this in case they decide to close combat on the... Yeah, I'm going to Roost now. If they close combat, great play. But I need this healthy for Hatterene. And I'm going Bro, which is fine. I actually want to Roost again. I could steal some grassy... Actually, I might steal grassy terrain leftovers. Just on Ferrothorn for a turn. As a future sight. I'm going to put spikes up now. Because this is getting annoying. Or maybe I Leech Seed. As I teleport. I should have spiked them. Just go into Landorus here. Actually, I'll put... No. Landorus is the correct play. I could actually go Pex and read... Oh, I forgot about Future Sight. That's what that was. Okay. Oops. This game is coming to a close very quickly. Also, I didn't really think that you would do that. I'm very quickly losing this game. Is there a Toxic Slowbro? That's GG. I'm just gonna get out of here. Usually you don't see Toxic on those either. I think the main issue that I'm having is Hatterene just being on the team. I don't think it's like I know what it's there for, and it's good. The problem is it's just not finding a lot of opportunities to really do what it excels at. Like, in all honesty, a Tapu Lele would just be better here because it's not only faster, it hits nearly as hard. It hits pretty identically hard, in all honesty. Like, it's just a better Pokemon. So I really want Hatterene to do something. This looks like a game Hatterene can do something in, but unfortunately, that's just not what's been happening. This is a really good game for Regieleki, so I definitely want to make sure that I keep that around. They end up going to Slowking. Now, I don't know if this is going to have Flamethrower, so what I want to do is I want to go hard into Toxapex to scout for Assault Vest on that, as they just teleport. So they're not Assault Vest, meaning they are very unlikely to have Flamethrower. Alright, this ends up coming out, which I'm fine with. I just want to Scald. We end up getting a little bit of damage. We learned that it's leftovers. And that just procs the eject pack, or eject button, I mean. I will just simply go into Landorus, and I will Earth Power. As they go to their own Landorus. Toxic. We'll probably trade Toxics. As they end up actually knockoff, which is interesting. I want to put rocks up. I want to go ahead and start chipping away at Heatran, their own Landorus a little more, potentially Urshifu and Coco. I don't know if it screens Coco with Lucha. It could just be regular specs Coco or heavy duty boots. It's a little hard to tell. But Teleport Slowking is annoying. I understand why it's Slowking over not Slowking. Over Slowbro, I mean. Alright, so they're max physical. Oh wait, no, that's right. I'm minus attack, that's right. Alright, we just go into Ferrothorn as they teleport out. Probably going to bring in Heatran. Yeah, which they do. I will go hard into Dragonite on that, because that is my play. We Earthquake always. I don't mind if they go into Landorus, because I just go into my own Landorus, or I go into Pex. We end up getting rid of Heatran, which is great. That's a wonderful thing. Dragonite is still very healthy, so it can deal with the Urshifu. This could have Ice Beam. I do not want to find out, so I'm just going to go into Ferrothorn. If they have Flamethrower Ice Beam, cool. They don't freeze me, which is very fortunate. I want a Leech Seed here. Okay, so they do teleport out. I need to get used to that teleport thing. I'm still somehow not used to it. No, I'm going to have Hazards. I want Hazards up so that they can hit this Urshifu. Now, just keep taking chip on your Landorus. So we're going to see what they go into. It ends up being Urshifu, which is fine. I'm just going to go into Pex. I have Pex and Dragonite for Urshifu, so I'm not terribly scared of it. They just U-turn out. Into Coco. This was fine. I simply go into my own land. Do I? I actually want to go into Ferrothorn. And I just want to toss off Leech Seed. I don't believe that this can really touch me. The reason I didn't want to go into Landorus is in case it was sub-Hawlucha. I don't want to deal with that variant on Landorus because I can't Toxic it in that case. And I have run into that a few times where they specifically run Substitute just for that purpose. I'm going to actually go into pets so that I don't get my item knocked off. Yeah, I want to keep my item. This is fine. I'm going to knock off here. So Landorus is now gone. And this looks like Regieleki can start doing what it does best. As always, we will go Ferrothorn. Well, I gotta think about it. Yeah, I will go Ferrothorn. They're gonna go into Hawlucha now. Which I do have a Toxapex for. I can probably eat one Acrobatics on Hawlucha. This is fine. I just want a Gyro Ball. Oh no, buddy. Oh no, buddy. I'm hitting you. I don't think Drain Punch knocks me out. I don't even think Close Combat does. They do Close Combat. That will knock themselves out. Regieleki will come out and proceed to click Thunderbolts into Volts. If it's Coco, I'm going to Volt Switch first so I can guarantee knock it out next hit. It is in fact Slowking. We will Volt Switch anyway because that should knock this out. They don't have a switch into this. That's going to be GG. Yeah. That's GG. So I'm really just hovering around 1600 at the ladder right now because half of my opponents know what they're doing and the other half are good, but they don't really know what they're doing yet. So that is the unfortunate curse of about 1600, 1700 on the ladder. Well, actually, that's a lie. Probably somewhere between 1400 and 1700. That is the curse of the ladder, where there are some people that really know what they're doing, and then other people that really don't quite know what they're doing. Like, they're good, but they're just not at that next level yet, you know? But yeah, you know what? Give it up for Regieleki. This was a Regieleki video. I don't remember Hatterene actually doing anything. It's very unfortunate. But with that, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And we're going to see all of you in the next video that we do. That's the first time I botched my outro. My God. That almost never happens. That's a rarity. Take care, everybody.